Hello gamers, and welcome back to Beyond the Emulator with your host Dylan. So in this tutorial video this afternoon, I wanted to actually show you Mario Golf on Nintendo's N64 working. I've actually ran it through quite a few of the custom firmwares on the TrimUI Smart Pro, and I'm able to actually get it working through one of the cores, and I was going to go ahead and show you. Here we've got clear volume, clear sound, no scratchiness. There is a little bit of a jitter on the driver, you'll notice. But this is probably the best core, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and back out of this. We're in Knulli, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what the best selection to run it and the other devices, what they're offering with their custom firmware on the TrimUI Smart Pro, running with the NextUI or CrossMix or Gamos OS or MUOS, Mustard. As well, they're running the Nintendo 64, but they're not able to run it as well as the Knulli Gladiator 2. So sit back and here I am rebooting with the NextUI custom firmware to throw on Mario Golf. Get this booted up on the TrimUI Smart Pro. I actually swapped my card from the brick and put it right in here, and it worked right away. I was really happy. So you're able to actually use the same SD card for the two devices, either it be the TrimUI Smart Pro or my brick. So we're going to go down to Nintendo 64. We're going to go ahead and locate Mario Golf. And there's not much more. There's no core changes that we are able to make, anything that can be modified. So we're going to go ahead and just select it. And it just kicked me right out. So for some reason, the file that's being on here is labeled a .z64 instead of a .n64, and for some reason it just won't run through to the core or emulator. So on the NextUI for the Nintendo 64 platform for Mario Golf, total fail. So we are back, and we are actually loading up Mustard OS or MUOS firmware on the TrimUI Smart Pro. Let's get booted up here. It's still in an early version, boots up rather fast. Early version, there is some bugs, so the basics are going on right now for these games. So what I'm going to do is show you the Nintendo 64 again, Mario Golf. So here is our, I don't have screen art unfortunately yet. They're still in the works of that, but here is Mario Golf. What you can do is you can set your emulator for that. So to do that, you would go back. So from the beginning, main screen, you got Explore Content. We're going to select Nintendo 64. Now, if you were going to select a emulator or core, you would basically pick the Select button. Now we actually need to go into a game and then press the select button. There we go. So it opens up a sub-menu for the game, and you go down to core, and it will allow you to change which one you want to use. So being that we're online, we're at the core downloader. Or you would scroll and you could update your cores. Or we're going to scroll down to Nintendo 64. And what it's done is it's given you a selection of 6 different cores that could be used for Mario Golf or N64 games specifically. So we're going to start from, what we're going to do is use the preferred, that's actually starred, the Movement 64 Plus next, and then we'll go down the list if this is not working. So we're going to go ahead and press A. Now it's going to show it's there. You can actually, the governor or performance for speed, I'm going to put performance. And for the control scheme, you have choices of modern retro system, we're going to go ahead and do retro. Should provide us with some borders. We're going to go ahead and back out of this with the B. Then we're going to go ahead and press A, and we're going to start our game. It's opening up through RetroArch. Seems like the volume changes on every version. Oh, it just sounds like horrible scratchy voice. Volume is horrible. Let's go ahead and get out of that right away. No reason to hurt anybody's ears. Now we're going to go ahead and do X again. So that preferred chord did not seem to be the trick. So we're going to go ahead and press A and select another one. Just scroll down to Nintendo 64. We'll start from the top. I don't know about this extreme amped one. I think it's a little bit more for higher end games. We'll save that for last. So we've tried the next, which is preferred, but we're just going to do it with the Movement 64 Plus and see where that goes. So we're going to go press A. It's going to show up here under the core. We're going to go ahead and back out, then press A to run it. The screen has dimmed, and it crashed. So I'm going to try another one. Let's go ahead with the standalone glide. It crashed. This game shouldn't be too challenging. We'll go with the standalone rice. Rather moving through these rather quickly for this particular firmware. Screen is dimmed. Double. Sounds about right if I wanted to see it with some kind of VR. And what's going to end up happening is this is going to get hung up and we're going to have to do a reset. So let me reset this and we'll take a stab at 2 more cores on the MU or Mustard OS. So I did a reboot, back to Explore Content. Go to Nintendo 64. Go back into Select. We have 2 more cores to run through. We have the Peril, which is at the bottom, which was also being used on the CrossMix, but did not seem to function very well. Let's go ahead. It's thinking, and it crashed. Sad. Let's go one more time. One last, just for fun. We'll go to use this Extreme and just see what happens. We're going to go to this ludicrous N64 2K22 Extreme Amped. The screen has dimmed. Oh. And it tried to attempt to open up RetroArch and failed. So just a summary here, running through the Mustard or MU OS custom firmware on the TrimUI Smart Pro. At this point right now, the emulators or cores for the Nintendo 64 to play Mario Golf don't seem to be working correctly. So that just gives you some feedback. Let me move on to one more firmware. Here we are running the Gamma OS firmware that's an Android. Fucking A. Here we are with Gamma OS. I'm actually running the front end beacon launcher. Should appear. There we go. Perfect. And what I wanted to show you is on this one here, the Nintendo 64 and Mario Golf, just to show you how it's run on the Android on the TrimUI Smart Pro. It's actually running on a standalone emulator. Sounds about right. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and press start. Sound in the back sounds clear. Clear. A little bit of scratchiness when it opened up that window. We're going to go ahead and select a character again. Ooh, a little stuttery on his voice. Again, I am not good at playing golf on this game. Just wanted to kind of show you an example of this particular game being run on the TrimUI Smart Pro with the customware options that are out there. Sounds still pretty clear. A little bit of a lag. We'll hit one more ball. Not too bad for the voice. So, ooh, see that window that just appeared? It's got some graphic glitches in it. So that gives you an example of the Gamma OS running on a standalone N64. So if I'll show you that version, let's get out of this game. Be able to get out of it. There we go. Now we're back out of here. So if I were to go to B, it'll show me my applications on the beacon launcher. So I was using the M64 Plus FZ Pro, the standalone emulator. You can see that here. And it actually starts right back up. So that just gives you an example of that custom firmware and how Mario Golf will play on that. So I've inserted my SD card for the CrossMix 13.0 custom firmware to run on the TrimUI Smart Pro. It's their most current version, or 1.3.0, my apologies. And we're going to go ahead and select again, under my emulators, Nintendo 64, Mario Golf. Now, on CrossMix, you're able to actually select which core or emulator you're going to run with through RetroArch or their standalone. So to do that, you're going to press X. It's going to give us a selection. There is 6 choices. 3 of them are actually built into RetroArch. The other 2 or 3 that are versions there are standalone. They've been a little glitchy, but they've actually had great performance and great clear pictures and voices and sound. But we'll start from the top to just kind of give you an example. We'll go with the Peril. And look at that screen, horrible. It just defaulted and just errored out. So that is definitely a no-go. We're going to go ahead and take the next one down. We had borders, but it crashed. Let's go with the third one. This will be the 16.9. And it crashed again. So the built-in RetroArch cores don't seem to be working correctly at all. And this is again on the CrossMix. We're going to go ahead and select one of the two. We'll take the top one. Boots up. Sounds right. Nice shot. Go ahead and press A. We'll press start. Music sounds great. Seems to be a little scratchy and glitchy when it converts into this screen. Not really sure why there's a blue box over in the top right left-hand corner. Sound is a little rough. You saw the glitchy screen there when it opened up. And now we have a black screen, but if I use my arrow buttons, you can see what's happening. Even if I was going to shoot, it just got glitchy. So we're going to try and get out of this. Perfect. Alright, so basically we've gone through 4 emulators or cores and they failed. We're going to go down to the 5th one. Sounds about right. Seems to be more of a higher resolution. Seems to be bringing the picture a little bit better. We have that little blue box again over there. Glitchy screen. Just can't hold up. Oh look, we have another black screen again. So if we were to go ahead and shoot, see we're seeing that, but when we're going to go ahead and hit, it goes black. And we are glitching everywhere now. We'll go ahead and get out of that. So we are 0 for 5. And we're going to hit this last one, the N64 plus rice, to wrap up this CrossMix disaster. So far, so good. Widescreen. Black clouds. White sand. So now we're in the beach. Yeah, the resolution is definitely increased on this one.
Here we go.
Not so bad. Character actually looks a little bit better. But now we're on sand, which we were on green, so the colors have been inverted somehow. Which is an interesting take on this game. But we're back to the black screen again of shooting. It's more of a dark version. Actually my best shot so far out of these emulator cores. But again, we go with the black. And then it flickers back. So let's go ahead and get out of this. So I'm going to wrap that up. Unfortunately, the CrossMix did not make the cut. It will be to be able to play Mario Golf with the 6 emulator cores that are provided. Let's move on to the next device. So, Mario Golf on the Nintendo 64. So, to kind of quickly show you the emulator core that we're going to go ahead and use, I'm going to go ahead and press select. I'm going to go down to the view options. They show you what we have down to advanced system options. This is where you select your cores. These are the actual emulators or cores that are actually available through the Knulli Gladiator 2. And what I've actually selected was the Mupen 64 Plus Glide 64 MK2. It does not allow the retro achievements, but it's the most functional out of the 5 drivers here that actually it'll work. So if we go ahead and select that with A, go ahead and take our power. We want to go ahead and put high performance always. It is running rather heavy. And we'll go ahead and back out of that. Go back out of that. We're going to go press A to select. And we're going to go ahead and get into some gameplay. So I've had a save state. We'll go ahead and take it from there.
Good shot! That's wonderful.
Sounds about right. Clear screen, no issues. You could actually add borders if you wanted to. We're going to go ahead and select Baby Mario. You saw the stuttered lines or edges there that quickly disappears. Again, every time it keeps on flicking that screen. There we go. Did it again. Well, we're able to move him around. Not a great shot, but it shows you that we're not having any issues or stuttering. Sound could be a little bit better, maybe if we were able to lower the volume. Not good at all. So that kind of gives you an example just to show you how that emulator core runs on the Knulli Gladiator 2. So, drum roll please. We have found out Knulli Gladiator 2 is running the best Mario Golf for N64. So, yay for Knulli Gladiator 2. So, if we're able to go to Nintendo 64 on my platform of Knulli, just to give you an idea of how to set it again, we're going to go ahead and go select from the game. We're going to scroll down to Advanced System Settings. As you can see, we're using the emulator Mupen 64 Plus, the Glide 64 MK2. As far as the power options, we're going high performance. So both of those have been, and we'll go ahead and play it. We'll start from the beginning so you can see how clear the sound likes.
Good shot! That's wonderful.
Clear. Nice shot. There we go. Volume sounds real good. Music in the background. We'll go ahead and select a character.
Here we go!
And there's a little bit of glitch on the flip screen, but we're still clear. We're not seeing that again. We'll get right to gameplay. Sound sounds good. The voiceover sounds good. The screen is clear. It's not a white, feel like we're in the sand with dark clouds. I'm not a good golfer. Ooh, we got a little glitchy there on that flash screen. And you're able to get out of this game easily with menu and start. And there you go. So what we were able to test out and get going is the winner, Knulli Gladiator 2, allowing to play Mario Golf with a clear sound, better image, very minimal glitch versus the other custom firmwares we were able to provide today. So again, thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial helped you out in deciding if you want to play Mario Golf on a TrimUI Smart Pro and what firmware you want to use to get it to work its best. Again, thanks for watching Beyond the Emulator. Please like and subscribe. I've got more videos to come. And have a great day.